Hey guys, I thought I would bring you along and show you the pantry. It's been a little over 2 months since we built this and really stocked it really well. And I wanted to show you just how much we've eaten in a couple of months and what I've got to go down to the cellar and bring back up. As you can see, there's quite a lot of empty spaces that we've got here. And to be honest with you, I've canned a lot of this. A lot of this meat in here has been canned and brought back in. So the whole top up here, I think, was sweet potatoes. I've only got about 6 jars of sweet potatoes left. We've eaten a whole shelf pretty much of sweet potatoes. A few of the tomatoes. We've eaten some of our meat, but not a lot. We've been eating out of the freezer, trying to down it and can more. So the meat has grown more than disappeared. The lard, we've eaten 3-4 jars of that maybe. The butter, we've eaten several jars of butter. Green beans, we've eaten quite a few of those because they were over here. Some of the sweets, were minus the jams and jellies. English peas and carrots. I've been down and brought up English peas and carrots one time. So all the English peas and carrots we had originally are gone. These are some that I just brought up, and I've got to go back down again. Danny's eaten quite a few of the pears and quite a few of the figs in the last couple of months. The potatoes, all the potatoes gone. I've went down and brought up more potatoes. We eat a few of the pickles. So that's what's mainly gone from here. So we've got to go back and fill in the gaps with the potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots, English peas, a few figs, a few pears. These are things that I need to be adding back in here, and we've got to can more butter. So when I want to go shopping to fill my pantry, this is where I come, down to the cellar. We're going to start picking up things out of here and taking them into the house. These shelves are pretty much full. And I've had a friend, Bette. She eats pretty much like we do. She grows a lot of what she does, and she cans a lot of it. So her question was how to use all this canned food. What do you do? What do you do to use all this? Do you just can it and just leave it sitting? A lot of you do. You can a lot of things, but when you want to cook something, you run to the store to get all the ingredients. So we're going to start trying to do a series along throughout the year of how to use all this canned food. So today, one thing I'm going to talk about is going to be potatoes. Now, the potatoes start up here and they go down all the way down to there. I'm not really sure how many potatoes we have over here, but we've got a lot. So we eat a lot of potatoes, several jars a week, I would say. And we have none fresh because of the way they were starting to grow eyes and want to be put in the ground. We had to can everything a few months ago, 2 or 3 months ago. So everything we had potato-wise is canned. Sweet potatoes and Irish potatoes. So when I want to make something, I have to open a can of potatoes or a jar. Somebody got on to me saying it was a can and it's not a can. I'm sorry. When you put something in a jar, you call it canning. So canned potatoes. I take and open a jar. You can simply open it and eat it. They're salted. If you don't have any way to heat them, open it, eat it. You're not going to starve. But I heat mine up sometimes and put a little bit of butter and extra salt and pepper in it and just eat them like I just boiled them. They're really good that way, just boiled potatoes. Sometimes I heat them up, get them hot, like boiling a few minutes, drain the liquid, and I make mashed potatoes just like you would if you just peeled and boiled potatoes. same way. Not hard to do. You like potato salad? Heat them up, get them ready, mash them up, cut them up, whatever you do to them, and make potato salad. The only thing is they're already done. You're not having to peel potatoes. You're not having to sit and cut them up and then cook them. All you're doing is getting them hot and making potato salad. Some people like to make potato salad with cold potatoes, so all you got to do is dump them out of the jar. I prefer mine hot because I like warm potato salad. If you wanted to make a casserole, open a jar, use them any way you would potatoes in a casserole. I do like a meatloaf, I mean not a meatloaf, but like a ground beef casserole where you use ground beef, and I make my own cream of soup and add it with my potatoes and add some cheese on top, and it's a great casserole. Soups, add it to soups, add it to stews, add it to your roast, whatever you want to do. That's how you use potatoes, guys. Any way you would use any potato you just boiled, you can use these potatoes. Sometimes it takes a little bit getting used to the taste, because if you're used to those little potato flakes, this ain't going to taste like potato flakes. I'm sorry. It tastes like potatoes. Potato flakes are a lot creamier and something. And I guess if you sit and put these in a food processor, they would be creamier. But I just mash mine the old-fashioned way with the old-fashioned hand masher, potato masher, whatever you want to call it. So mine are a touch lumpy, and I like them that way. But if you don't like them that way, you might want to do something a little different to get them real smooth and creamy. In the cellar, I told you a few ways you could use potatoes. Okay, one other way. Everybody likes French fries, right? Okay, drain your potatoes. Take and drizzle them with oil, salt and pepper them, or add seasonings, whichever way you like, and put them on a cookie sheet and bake them. If you're into deep frying, you can deep fry them. Or I use an air fryer. You take and put them, drizzle them, put your seasonings, put them in the air fryer, flip them every 2 minutes, and you've got 20 minutes at 400 French fries. They're not the deep fried French fry, I get that, and the oven fries aren't either. But when you don't have any way to make French fries from fresh potatoes, canned potatoes, guys, pretty awesome. We're going to talk about different vegetables, how you can use them, and things like that. And the one thing I wanted to talk to you about today is I want to challenge everybody. Most people don't garden like their life depends on it. And when they can, they don't eat like their life depends on it. 3-day challenge. Try for 3 days to eat from your storage. Things that you have canned and things like that, or something that you forage for, something you have growing in your yard. Try for 3 days to do that without running to the store and buying something or eating a box of something that you have in your house. I want to see the results. Come back and tell me what you did and how well for 3 days you survived without actually having your grocery store. See if you can make it on what you have at your house in your storage like this, okay? And then tell me, can you survive for more than a month that way? How tough was it for 3 days? How tough would it be after a month or 3 months? Let me know. I'm curious how many of you are totally prepared in case something happens, because I want everybody prepared. And that's what this year's about, is challenging you guys to get prepared. Start storing up, start growing, start prepping. Let's do it. 3-day challenge. Come back and tell me, and I'm going to send somebody something special. I'm going to pick a winner. Let's give it a week. I'll send possibly one of my jellies to a winner that tells me how they managed their 3 days. I'm really, really curious. And if you have a channel, I'm really curious. Do a video on what it takes for you to survive 3 days on canned food. And I'm talking this type canned food. Unless you're in an apartment or something like that, then I will fudge it to the Thrive Life and the actual aluminum cans, that sort of thing. So let me know. Do a video if you have a channel, and I'll include it in a playlist. Let's see if we can survive, guys. Thank you from Crazy Days.